All right. Hello, boys and girls. We're going to go ahead and get started on our morning work. So let's go ahead and grab your morning workbook, your rooster on there, and I will get our camera going. All right. So we're going to go to page 22. We're going to finish correcting page 22. So that one should be done from yesterday. All right. So it says read the sentence, underline the pronoun, then write singular or plural to tell about the pronoun. So we've done the first two. Number 3 says they have a pool. Who has a pool? They. Is that one person or more than one person? That's plural. You all have to be quiet. Who has to? You. That can be both singular and plural. You all. Oh, we've got the word all in here, so that means it's plural. It's like they're pointing to a crowd saying, you all have to be quiet. Or all of you have to be quiet. Number 5, mail the card to them. Who are we mailing the card to? Them. That is plural. I have a flute. Who has a flute? I do. That's just one person. I, singular. The cake is for us. Who is the cake for? Us. Plural. Okay? All right, we only had 2 singulars in there. All right, in the math, read the problem, then use the place value chart to solve it. Cross out values on the chart to show your work. Drew had 472 rocks in his collection. Then he lost 231 of them. How many rocks does he have left? So let's take out 200 of them. That's the 2. Let's take out 30 of these. There's the 3. And we'll take out 1 of these. So that leaves us with 100, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 1. 241 rocks. Okay. On our story, Indira and Letty wanted to make a birthday card for their mom. Indira said, let's gather all of the art supplies we have in the house. She found scissors, markers, paper, glue, and glitter. Then she found Letty just sitting there. Letty hadn't helped. Let's make the card now, said Indira. She cut out a heart shape. Then she wrote a nice note on it. She asked Letty, don't you want to help? But Letty was taking a nap. When the card was done, both girls wrote their names on it. Later, they gave the card to their mom, and she loved it. She hugged them. Indira was glad her mom was happy, but she wanted to tell her mom that Letty didn't help. Number 9, write a prediction. How will Letty and her mom feel if Indira tells that Letty didn't help? Okay. So what I predict is that I think Letty is going to feel embarrassed. And I think she's also going to feel and a little mad because her sister kind of told on her. A little mad. I think that mom would feel kind of sorry that the girls were fighting. That's what I'm thinking. All right. What would you do if you were Indira? Okay, if I was Indira, now you guys can have your own answer. It does not have to be the same as mine. If I was Indira, I wouldn't tell my mom, but I would talk to Letty about it. Okay. So that's just what I would do. I wouldn't tell my mom, but I would talk to Letty about it. But sometimes, I mean, maybe if I was really upset, maybe I would go tell mom, hey, I let her sign it, but she really didn't do the work. All right, so pause or go back and rewatch if you need to. If not, we're going to go on to our next page and get started on page 23. All right, let's go over this, and then this is the one you're going to work on today. Read the sentence. Complete it using a pronoun from the word box. So here's your word box. Hers, theirs, mine. You're going to put those words into these sentences here. Holly thinks the mug is blank, but she doesn't own it. Jamal gave his old baseball bat to me, so now it's blank. Our seats are here, so blank must be over there. Okay? So pick which one of these pronouns will finish the sentence correctly. Then on our math, we're going to be doing some subtracting. So you can get a piece of scratch paper. Always put the biggest number on the top and subtract in case you need to borrow. Okay? Tree method subtraction is kind of difficult because you have to remember you're borrowing from place value. So what I would probably do is get some scratch paper and write it out, and then you can just write the answer in. So 8 minus 2 is 6. 9 minus 4 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. So this one is 56. Okay? So make sure you get all of those answers written down on your math from numbers 4 through 11. And then for our story, read the text and answer the items. Number 12 says, write a prediction for what will happen next. And number 13 says, were there clues for what might happen in the story, and what were they? So it's a two-part. Were there clues? Yes or no? What were the clues? Yes or no? If there were no clues, then there isn't. You could say it didn't explain anything. All right, let's read it. Simeo's family was driving to the beach. They got sandwiches at a deli. The lady at the deli started talking to Simeo's mom. Now you all watch out for those big waves, the woman said. All beaches have waves, Simeo thought. A little while later, the family was at the beach. They put a picnic blanket down. There were other families there, too. Simeo noticed that they had laid their blankets farther away from the water. Do you think we should move our blanket? He asked his dad. Before his dad answered, a huge wave came crashing down on the blanket. It was soaked, and all of the sandwiches washed away. Oh, bummer. What will happen next? Were there any clues that might have happened in the story that would have helped them? What were the clues? Point those out. All right, so that is all you're going to be working on today in your morning work. It should be corrected on page 22, and then you are working on 23. Remember, we always do all of this together, so you shouldn't have any of this to work on all by yourself, because all of this is a group effort. So we do it together to make sure that that you understand, and also because your parents are probably maybe working on their own things, or helping other people in your house with school, or they want to see how we do it. So I do the video so that you can most likely do it all by yourself with me. Okay? So please don't be working ahead in your book. I will see you in vocabulary.